Hello everyone. I welcome you to this short demo on machine learning using Python. Machine learning or ML is the science of teaching computers to learn patterns from data and make predictions. The goal of machine learning is to turn data into knowledge and knowledge into action. So you already use machine learning in daily life. Netflix recommendation movies, Google predicting traffic, Amazon suggesting products. Today, I will give you a quick overview of machine learning, show you what we cover in our course, run a live demo on predicting student marks based on study hours, and finally, I will explain how machine learning can shape your career. Hi everyone, this is Vishal Teli here. So let's discuss the syllabus, the main topics, and before that, we'll discuss the learning goal. So you will learn basic to advanced topics, including the basics of Python programming, which is prerequisite, and machine learning, data processing, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, etc. This course will provide you with a solid foundation in the fundamentals of a machine learning with Python. By the end of the session, you will understand what machine learning and AI are, where linear regression fits into machine learning, how to implement a basic machine learning model in Python using Pandas, Matplotlib, and scikit-learn libraries, how machine learning can predict something real like home prices or student marks prediction. So let's discuss what is artificial intelligence. AI is the science of making machines think and act like humans, making decisions, solving problems, learning from experience. And what is machine learning? Machine learning is a subset of AI. Then there is a deep learning, which is again the subset of machine learning. So AI is a broad concept. So let's talk about the example AI in voice assistants like Siri or Alexa. They understand speech and respond intelligently. So what is machine learning? Machine learning is a subset of AI, like I said before, where we teach machines to learn patterns from data without being explicitly or manually programmed. Instead of writing rules to tell a computer how to predict house prices or how to predict students' marks, we feed it data and let it learn the patterns on its own. AI is the brain and machine learning is the way that brain learns. So let's discuss the syllabus. In our course, we move step by step from basics to advanced. Some of the major topics are the Python essentials for machine learning. In that, we will be learning NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib libraries. Then data processing. In that, we'll be learning how to clean the data, handling missing values, features, scaling. Then supervised learning, in that we'll be learning regression, classification. Then unsupervised learning, clustering, dimensionality reduction, model evaluation, in that we'll be learning accuracy, error metrics, tuning models, deep learning basics, and this is the intro to neural networks, and then hands-on projects, and there will be several projects we'll be doing. And this ensures that you'll be learning, by doing things, not just theory. So let's talk about now the practical, and then we'll come to this growing demand. So let me switch to the slide. So this is the Google Colab that we are using for the practical. So this is a cloud platform, and we'll be doing a quick demo using Google Colab. And the problem statement is predict student marks based on hours studied. So this is a simple linear regression model. And let me zoom in. Okay. So the step one, as you can see here, import required libraries. So as I said before, that we need to know the pandas, numpy, and matplotlib. These three libraries we need to learn it before we start the machine learning model. And with these libraries, we proceed. Then we import the linear regression model from sklearn.linear model. And then we create a simple data set. So let me explain you what this data does. So the data, this is a dictionary and this is the key. And for this key, these are the values. Like if you study 5 hours, you'll get 10 marks. If you studied for 7 hours, you'll be getting 15 marks. For 9 hours, you'll be getting 20 marks, likewise. Okay, so there are two columns, hours and marks. So we need to create a data frame instance. And here, this is the command pd.dataframe. And then we pass on this dictionary data. And we are printing the data frame here like it is shown in here. There are two columns, hours studied and marks obtained. And these are the indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 records here. Then next step is prepare the data. So in this, there are two main things here, that features and targets. So there could be multiple features here, but for now, we are considering only one feature, which is hours studied. So that will be our input and this will be our target. So we separated the data, like in the data frame, we got two columns, but we want to, remove the target and keep only the features, and we separated it. So our X and Y, X would be the features and Y would be the target. So when I print X, I get only one column in here, hours studied, number of hours studied. And the Y would be the target, which is the result of hours. If I study 5 hours, then I get 10 marks. And now this is the target. Now let's create and train the model. And let's create a linear regression model. For that, we are creating the object for linear regression. Then we train the model upon the data set that we have. So we are providing features and the target. Okay. So now once you click this button, run button. So you are going to click this one. This is run cell. And this is going to train the model. Here model learns based on data. That if I study 5 hours, I'm getting 10 marks. So it finds the pattern or relationship between the data. And then it is ready for to make predictions. Let's predict the marks for 15 hours. Predicted marks. How do you predict? Use the same instance model. This is the model that we trained. Model.predict and pass on the value 15 hours. And then you print the result. So this is a Python statement, print statement. It will give you the output, predicted marks for 15 hours. And then you're passing here predicted marks of 0 and 0.2f means I don't want I just want two decimal points here. After decimal point, I want only two fractions. So predicted marks for 15 hours, 35.00 marks. And then you can change it if you want. You can make it 25. And then you will see that if I study for 25 hours, then I'll be getting 60 marks. Now let's visualize the data. So in order to visualize, there are, we are going to plot it using matplotlib. And this is the scatter plot. And X would be the hours studied and Y would be the marks obtained. And you can see clearly here that this is the relation. The linear regression means prediction line. Means your model predicted and it went through the actual data. Okay, so these are like 5 hours study, I get 10 marks. 7 hours study, I get 50 marks. And this is the prediction line, which is shown in the red color. So let me explain you or summarize this. So we first import the required libraries. We create a data set of our studied versus marks. So this is the X and Y. We train a linear regression model over here. So here our model trained upon the data set given. Then we predict the marks for 15 hours, 25 hours of study. And finally, then we visualize with a scatter plot, the blue points that you see here, and a prediction line with the red line. So this simple demo shows how machine learning can learn from data and make predictions. So let me switch it to the slides now. Here we go. Now let's talk about the careers perspective. So now you might ask, why learn machine learning? Machine learning is one of the most in demand skills in the job market today. Roles like data scientist, machine learning engineer, AI specialist are among the highest paid jobs. Machine learning is not limited to IT. It's used in healthcare, banking, marketing, education, manufacturing. With this course, you will build real projects to showcase in interviews and strengthen your portfolio. So learning machine learning is a big step toward a future-proof career. The combination of Python simplicity, rich ecosystem, community support, versatility, and widespread adoption has contributed to the growing demand for machine learning with Python. Overall, you'll get all the details in the course as well as all the resources about machine learning with Python course. I'm sure that this Python machine learning course will provide a solid foundation in the field of machine learning. So to conclude, to summarize, machine learning enables computers to learn from the data. You don't need to manually tell the machine what to do. You just provide the data to the machine and machine itself learns the data, finds the pattern, and it can identify. If you provide a picture of the dog, it can predict it's a dog. If you provide the picture of cat, it can tell you that it's a picture of cat. But before that, you need to train the machine, or you train the model by providing thousands of pictures of cats and dogs. Then it will understand the patterns and differentiate based on the features of cat and dogs. We will cover all the syllabus in this one. We saw a practical demo predicting student marks using linear regression. And we discussed the exciting career opportunities in machine learning. So this was just a glimpse of what you will learn in the full course. If you want to explore real world AI applications and future proof your career, this course is for you. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the class.